What's up, Dragon Brood? We are finally, after all the videos, after all the set reviews, after all the deck lists, we finally get to play with new Capenna. Now, Streets of New Capenna still doesn't launch for a couple of days, but we did get to play with it in the early access event. So thanks to Wizards of the Coast for letting me participate in that. And we got to play a lot of games with a lot of different decks. And first one we played was our Jund deck. And this is actually pretty cool, but not the way you thought. So here's the thing. We're going to make this video a little bit different. This one's actually going to have our first deck, which is our test version that we put together that we showed a couple days ago in our first look video. And then kind of midway through the video, we're going to switch to the updated list and we'll show you what that was, and then we'll play those games. So now it's a little bit weird, but it's kind of just the way the day flowed, and I kind of wanted to keep it that way for those of you that weren't able to check it out. However, you can check out the streams I have. They should still be here on YouTube and on Facebook and on Twitch as well. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's go play some Jund cards and see what's up with these new Riveteer things. If you're looking for quality binders, sleeves, dice, deck boxes, or other supplies, be sure to check out Ultra Pro's Smoke Gray collection this month over at shop.ultrapro.com/PowrDragn and use promo code PowrDragn to save 5%. Okay, so since this is the initial list we had when we started, we're just going to go over this pretty quickly. Maybe if I can remember, I'll just link the video so you can get kind of the detailed explanation of each card here. But quick rundown, we're starting out with our removal with Voltage Surge. We're playing 3 of those. We're playing 3 Dragon's Fires, because we are going to have some dragons in the deck, so we might as well take advantage of that. We are playing some Prosperous Innkeepers, because we are playing 3 colors, and we're able to help our mana, and it does create treasure, and that's kind of like the basis of this initial build, is seeing what we could do with all the treasure we have. Then we have Kalane, Reclusive Painter. Fun card, makes all of our stuff bigger. We're making tons of stuff with treasures, so sure, we want to play this. We're going to try out Black Market Tycoon and see if being able to produce basically an extra mana every turn helps us out a lot. And, you know, it could be produce a mana with Kalane getting to put a +1/+1 on something. So there's a few different benefits here in this list. We are trying out 2 Professional Facebreaker. 3 mana for a 2/3 menace. Whenever 1 or more of your creatures deals combat damage to a player, you get to create a treasure token, sack a treasure, exile the top card of your library. You can play that card this turn. Kind of straightforward. We'll see how well it works. Playing 3 Reckless Stormseekers, so we have some haste creatures we can play after sweepers and whatnot. You know, really kind of keep the board moving. And then we're trying a couple of Riveteer charms just because all 3 parts seem useful. So we're going to find out how useful they really are. Now, because we're playing so much treasure, we're thinking about running out the Capenna Express here. It's a 6/6 vehicle. You can crew for 3, or you can sacrifice a treasure and crew this. So we'll see how good this works out. I think it should be okay in here, but we'll see. And then you have 3 Eska's Chariots, because this card's just dumb good. It's hard not to play it when you're playing green. Then Security Rocks, 4 mana, 5/4, but you can pay a red and a green. And you can only play that red and a green with treasure, which we do have a lot of treasure, so thumbs up. Then Goldspan Dragon, of course, we're playing 4. We're trying 1 Zeatora just as a finisher. We don't even really care about all the extra treasure, really, for the most part. We're just using it as 6 damage in the air, potentially get to sack something and deal extra damage. 4 Shatterskull Smashings that are going to double as our mana. 1 Den of the Bugbear, 1 Mountain, 1 Sakinzan, 1 Beseiju, 1 Forest, 1 Lair of the Hydra, 4 Blightstep, 2 Darkboar, 2 Cragcrown, 2 Rockfall Vale, and 3 Zeatora's Proving Ground, which would probably be a 4th one, honestly. But that's it. That's what we're going with. We played some games with this. You'll get to see those games, and like I said, about halfway through the video, we'll probably switch over to games playing the second version of the deck, which will be what you'll have available for download. So, we'll catch you, well, I was going to say on the other side, but we'll catch you at the middle of the video. Well, got a mulligan. Do we need to mulligan this? Let's keep it. Let's see what happens. Alright. We'll see. I don't know if this is going to be any good or not, but we do at least get to play the Capenna Express, and we get to see how that works out. I say that. We might want to save some treasure for a Goldspan Dragon? I don't know. We'll find out here in a second. Shambling Ghast. Alright. We are not doing anything to a Shambling Ghast, so this creates a new problem. Do we play this and then just try to Goldspan next turn? Alright. I can't make myself not do it, so sure. I mean, double Tycoon's rough, because I do have to take 4 if I want to make a treasure during their end step. Unless I just want to do it all on my turn. But I feel like it's worth it to just take the damage once. Not sure how worth it, but we're going to find out. Hit me. Oh, well, then we drew other lands anyway, so it didn't really matter. That was a waste. Well, now we know a thing. Man, is it worth it to take 3 or not? I'm just wondering like how much more I think I need this treasure, but sure. Mostly because if this does resolve for some reason not die, we can play this afterwards with the treasure we have left over. Alright. Interesting. I mean, I guess we'll try. Does this get countered? No. Okay, well, that's it, I guess. I mean, we've managed to do a lot of damage to ourselves in the process here. Good news here, though. I mean, if they play, like, Loth or something, we can kill Loth and or spiders, so that's fine. We can make treasure to crew and express, so that's pretty sweet. Meat Hook Massacre is pretty annoying, but we get to make a treasure for freebie here, so that's kind of nice. So we can get in for 6 once. Can we do anything better here? Ooh, that's not bad. Unfortunately, we do only get to attack once here, so... Is this where we do it? I think we just crew here regular. Save the treasure. And then that leaves the door open for some other stuff next turn. Especially if we feel the need we have to, like, shoot something or whatever. Okay, there's Loth.
Are you enraptured by my beauty? My will cannot be
Do
denied.
we... Nah, we don't. Security rocks. Do you help us do anything here? We can shoot a spider. Crew the 2 vehicles. Attack into Loth. I guess that's fine. Hold on to the security rocks for later. Alright. I mean... Yeah, because I just... yeah, I guess so. I hate this, because I don't really want to use this way. I could just kill Loth outright, but... I also want to have the opportunity to do other things, so...
the generous one.
I think our play here is... Go ahead, use the treasure. Reluctantly. And then attack with all those into Loth. Is that what we want to do? Alright. I mean, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it. Might as well make another token out of the deal. I mean, again, I could have just killed Loth here. I could have gone and bumped, but I'm trying to be conservative with my cards, knowing that there's likely just another Loth or a Meat Hook incoming. Oh, well, that could be worse. That could be significantly worse. Especially if we hit 2 Planeswalkers or something off this. Oh man, what does this turn into? Oh, really? Just 2 lands? Man, I hate when that happens to me. I've been on the receiving end of that a couple of times. That never feels great. Ooh, Stormseeker. That's enough to crew both of those, so sure. Does it make it, is the question. It does. Okay. We'll crew these. Maybe I'm supposed to just play... Nah, because this gives me the ability to still shoot something. I was just thinking maybe I'm supposed to save and just play Security Rocks and have that as a response to a sweeper or something. Beseju does let me go get a land. Alright. Take action. We will go get this. And then we will crew this. And I'm going to shoot this. Sacrifice 0. And then we're going to make that 7. Alright. So I have access to a Security Rocks that can crew the Capenna Express next turn. Another Meat Hook, though, does give them 4 life, so we don't be able to attack them back down to 4. So yeah, this is a tough one. Alright, Teferi. That lets them gain some life.
It's just as delightful as speeding things up. And some.
Oh, and Renin 7. Do we still have enough? If we play this and crew... Yeah. Alright. Alright, crew this. And then attack. All at the opponent. Whew. Man, that was a tough one. Dang. All right, we get to go first on this one. We're definitely going to play that. All right, this actually works out okay. The only thing we're having to decide is really our next card, I think, is going to determine what we play on turn 2, and that did not help us at all. So we're going to play one of these untapped. And we're either playing the Tycoon or we're doing this. But I think we're just going to do this. It's not very exciting. But we can slowly set up for a big Ziatora, which is cool. So we can just put this into play tap next turn. Maybe. Sadly, we may need to kill that now. Ooh, especially if we keep drawing like that. Ugh. That's not helpful. Do we... get green and red? I guess if we're going to do that, might as well leave the other mana open, right? That'd be smarter. And in the turn, we may be in a situation, too, where we might just need to do Shatterclaw Smashing to kill 2 things next turn. Or maybe 1 thing. Is that it, pets? They get to come in with some +1s? Alright. Opponent chose to do nothing there. So we can have access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana, which would let us kill off 2 things, which... it's that, and we can just play Ziatora anyway next turn. It's not like the worst thing. Man, I really don't hate that plan, to be honest. Well, no, we wouldn't be able... 1, 2, 3, 4... We wouldn't be able to play Ziatora next turn. So it's just, how big do you want to go versus how... Man, I know what I want to do, but this is probably the smarter play. Let's make the treasure. Alright, let's kill off a couple things while we can. We need to buy ourselves time. We don't have to be in too much of a hurry because we do have access to some extra cards right now. We do get to gain some life off an Innkeeper, so we can take a turn or two and be okay. Now, if we do draw a land, we can still play Zeator and have it be an 8/8. So, but it's likely going to get exiled by a bunch of things the opponent could have as well too, so we have to be aware of that. We get hit for 3 and go to 12. It definitely causes a problem all its own. One, two, three, four, five, 6. So it's going to be a 7/7. No attacks. Are we sacrificing anything? No, we're declining there. Though, sacrificing just to get the treasure would probably not be the worst thing if I really think they have an exile spell. Because if I got rid of, let's say, Black Market Tycoon, because it's probably going to end up starting dealing damage to us, then if I went ahead next turn and used the Riveteer Charm, there was the real possibility that I could play something that I drew off of it. Now I need to just draw an actual removal card so I could kill a thing. Which, that does not do that. So we're going to take at least 5 off of that next turn, unblockable. Alright, we can make treasure, sack some things. I mean, I guess I could have made that bigger. What do we do here? 7. I guess if I would have made that a 5, it still wouldn't have been enough. Ugh, we can't even attack with our Zeatora, sadly. I want to, but we really can't. Okay. Man, it would have been just short. Let's go ahead and use this. Cast that. I mean, we make a 2/2 and then we replace the treasure. I guess we go ahead and make treasure here. Let's sack this. Deal 2 to this. And then pass? I mean, we're not in great shape here. We die a few different ways. Because if the opponent just kills Zeatora, we're dead. Because there's 1 unblockable, and then they get to attack us for 4 more, or 3 more in the air. So that's exactly 8. I mean, I say that. We could blow up our treasure and maybe do something, depending what cards we get access to. Which, maybe I'm supposed to try here anyway. So yeah, let's just do it. See if maybe we draw something worthwhile. Let's exile the top 3. We'll have access to plenty of treasure, or to plenty of mana, so I'm not worried about that. Oh gosh. Okay, well, that's an unfortunate situation. Yep. We're at a hole 3. And our hand does nothing to help us or change the outcome right now. Yasharn, okay, we can't sack things. So that's a problem. Can't sacrifice non-land permanents. So do I get anything to kill a Yasharn? Nope, we did not get anything to kill a Yasharn. So, yep, that's it. That is ball game. They can block our biggest thing. We get in for 4. That is not going to kill them. All right, GG's. We're dead. That was super rough. Let's keep this and see what we can turn this into. This has red, this has green, so let's do this. Hello, person. Super mad lad. I mean, we have a bunch of mana, but we really need other things for this hand to work out. All right. So what I'm kind of sort of hoping happens here, that one, they don't have a Shambling Gas, but Okay, Harvester. That sort of works with our plans. Ooh, but then we drew a Chariot. I think, though, we're going to stick with the plan here. I think what we want to do is this. And then I want to go ahead and kill this duder. Hey, Voltage Surge actually works correctly now. Then we'll attack because that's going to allow us to get a treasure. And then we end the turn. So now we have our choice of being able to Chariot or Goldspan Dragon or whatever next turn as needed. Alright, that worked out. So we got to kill a thing and still got what we wanted out of the exchange. That's not so bad. Epicure, sure. We will sadly take another 3 here, but seems worth it. And we're attacking with the dragon. Okay. And then we can Chariot and then Capenna Express. I think it's kind of what we want here. Probably in that order. Tycoon, you were not bad, though. Nah, we still want to Chariot first, I think. The thing that's so silly about something like Meathook Massacre is the card is so good, you really get caught wondering, like, what are the odds that my opponent plays Meathook Massacre here? But we're still going to walk into it. I mean, if they just want to kill everything but a Goldspan Dragon, so be it. It's not realistic that they would play it here, but yeah, you never know. If we play this, we wouldn't be able to attack with it next turn. Actually, that's not true. We could possibly crew it. Anyway, yeah, let's do it. Because they might just plan on killing our Goldspan Dragon anyway. But we'll see. We're trying to bring the pain. Let's see how they feel about it. And they have access to a lot of cards if they want it. They've got 4 in hand, 4 mana, 3 blood tokens, though we are probably going to sacrifice, yeah, and kill the Goldspan, so that makes sense. Question is, what's the follow-up and how much mana does it cost? Because that's a real thing. And I would assume if they have some instant speed removal, which they have shown us they play, we may want to try to kill with the Chariot first. Okay, they're just going to Deadly Dispute. Probably on the hunt for something. Downside is I'm not even sure what I'm hoping to draw to go alongside the Tycoon at the moment. Alright, opponent has 4 mana here. A Chariot of their own isn't bad either. Oh, another Harvester. Okay, that's not the worst thing. Okay. What if we... I mean, just attack with a 6/6? Sounds a little crazy, but maybe it's right. And the reason I want to do this is that if there's a sweeper or something, we're probably better off. I don't know. Nah, we'll just attack with these. That's fine. Okay, so you did have the Internal Grasp. Or Infernal Grasp, I should say. So, do we want to attack with the cat? I think I'm willing to take that risk. You'd have to give up a Blood Tithe Harvester, so sure. I will trade that for a cat if you would be so inclined. Also, I could have tapped, since I was only crewing this and I wasn't using the treasure, I could have tapped the Innkeeper and attacked with 2 cats that turn. So that was a little bit of a lazy turn. I mean, I guess technically I could have attacked with both things, but I didn't know what their removal situation was. And that could have been a rough turn too, because then it would have been like, lose the chariot, and oh, well, they found a chariot of their own. That's a problem. That's a real problem. Ooh, that is not what we wanted to see. Ugh. Alright, gotta pass. Would have really liked to have had either a Charm or a Zeatora there. Or that guy would have also been good. None of those things are good enough for us here. Alright. We're dead. We're not coming back. I mean, I say that. I mean, they're at 5. They don't have any flying blockers. Unless they have removal in hand, I guess it's not the end of the world. So let's see. It's always possible. Alright. No blockers. Yep.
Enough with your petty.
That's the whole, that right there is the whole reason I was thinking about adding Ob Nixilis in here, is the ability to copy him with chariots. That's genuinely the whole reason.
You work for me now, runt.
Alright. No, we just drew lands there at the end. Yep, nothing. So yeah, that's just not going to cut it. The lands at the end just aren't going to be good enough. Alright, so now that we played some games, we kind of got to the point that we realized a couple of things. One, we were just producing way too much mana. And we weren't able to use all the treasure as efficiently as we thought. Even with stuff like Facebreaker, we just weren't getting much. I mean, it was fine. It was playable, but it was just too slow for what we needed to be doing. So what we did is we decided to up the removal, increase our top end a little bit since we have the mana for that, and put in Ob Nixilis. And that was a card I knew Ob Nixilis was going to be good, and I was trying to avoid playing it because I knew it was going to be in a lot of deck lists. But honestly, the card's just damn good, and we just need to be playing it. So this is what the deck looks like now. Playing 4 Voltage Surge because it's great. We're making the treasure. It makes sense, right, for 1 mana. Went ahead and played 4 Dragon's Fire. And on top of that, we are adding an extra dragon, so why not just max these out? And this gives us a good solid bit of removal early against most of the creature decks. Then we went ahead and just decided, you know what, we're going to max out our Innkeepers. Easy to cast, it makes us treasure. Let's go for it. We're still going to play 3 Kalane because we do want to get to 4 and 5 mana, and this is one more way to guarantee we have that with the potential upside. We did also add 3 Fable of the Mirror Breakers. So where we had the black market cat guy, that's gone. The Facebreaker's gone. We filled in some of these other spots with just more beneficial cards. We also removed the security rocks as well. But 3 Fable of Mirror Breaker makes treasure, makes a thing that can copy stuff, gives us a way to filter cards to dig for things. No surprise. We're still keeping the 3 Reckless Stormseekers because, again, we want to still have some haste creatures there because, you know, the mid-range removal things are still out there. We saw a lot of them in the early access stuff. Then we have 3 Ob Nixilis. This card is just silly. It is. Like, we knew it was going to be good, and it's as good as we thought. So, yeah, and hopefully I'll have a couple of games in the video where you get to see this in action. The card's really, really good. Then we have 3 Riveteer Charms. Now, we went up 1 on this because we were using it a lot. And honestly, the biggest thing is a lot of times you get to where you have extra mana later in the game, and it's like, cool, let's just use this. Let's get access to other cards, and let's play them. Now, I need to double check, and you might see this in the video where we had a weird issue where it says, if you read the second part, it says, exile the top 3 cards of your library. Until your next end step, you may play those cards. For some reason, if you use this during your main phase, the cards carry over into your end step. But then you get to hold them until the next end step, which is weird. I don't think that's how this was intended. So either way, it's something we ran into, but the card's actually really good. I recommend you play it if you're playing these colors. Then we went up to 4 Esca's Chariot, because why not? I mean, there's really no reason not to if we're not playing the other vehicles anyway. Then we had 4 Goldspan Dragons because the card's still good. And we actually went to a second Zeatora, partly because we had a lot of games where just like, you know what, if we just had a big dragon, the game would be over, you know, and this is a big dragon with upside. And the crazy part is because you have stuff like Kalane and you've got chariots and you got Goldspan Dragons, like it's very possible that like your opponent could be at 9, 10, 11, 12 life and you attack, you play Zeatora, and then you sack something and your opponent's just dead. So yeah, we're going to give this a go with 2 of them in here. And then the lands, I don't think we touched those. So we still have 4 Shadow Skull Smashing, a Den of the Bugbear Mountain, Sekinzan, Beseju, Forest, Lair of the Hydra, 4 Blightstep, 2 Darkboard, 2 Crag Crown, 2 Rockfall Vale, and 3 Zeatora's Proving Ground. And I still probably need to put a 4th Zeatora's Proving Ground in here, so expect it to show up in the final list. I'm not sure what I'd want to replace. Maybe I replace a Blightstep Pathway. I mean, we have enough things. My concern is you just don't want to get too many of these to come into tap late, but it's the only other thing we have really other than like Beseju and the 1 Den of the Bugbear, so it's not awful. So yeah, expect to see that though somewhere in the list in the final. But otherwise, yeah, enjoy the games, and we'll catch you at the end of the video. Oh, what do we do? We can't. Look how much removal we have. Like, we can't keep this, right? Yeah, we got to mulligan this. That hand's kind of ridiculous. All right, this one we will keep. Sadly, I think we have to put a Goldspan Dragon away, though. All right. I mean, hopefully we can draw a green source off the top. That would be the real play here. If not, we're just going to be living behind this Dragon's Fire and hoping for the best. Though, if we were to get a Kalane, that would be reasonable too. Wouldn't be too upset about that. Oh, no. Okay. That's not the worst thing. This at least gives us something to play next turn. So we could have done worse. Alright. Huh. They pretty much opted to do nothing there. Alright, so we're just going to roll this out and hopefully get to make some treasure with it. To open up the doors for a few other options. Or maybe not. Oh, just a straight up Kaido. Okay.
No secret is...
Okay.
There's no
So
secret
Kaido's
I
gonna
can't
go up
uncover.
1. They're gonna discard a card from their full grip. The good news is here, though, we do get to make the treasure that we want, so this isn't so bad. Now, can we do anything else with it? That's a whole different question, but... Okay, and we got a lance. That's not bad. At this point, I might discard Innkeeper, because I don't feel like it's bringing anything to the party right now. And we'd rather just find one of our more powerful cards. Something like that, for instance. Works just fine. Alright, since we have access to Goldspan Dragon and we're going to make a treasure, I'm going to go ahead and just put this into play. And in the world of a Meat Hook Massacre, it's going to be too hard to kill a Stormseeker right now, so that works out for us. And if we don't want to overcommit, we could potentially just cast Riveteer Charm and force them to sacrifice a Kaito. So that's a thing. Also, if they kill a creature, then we can make them lose it anyway. You know, that sort of thing. So we'll see. I'll say they're going to Meat Hook anyway for just 2. Interesting. Definitely would not have called that. I thought mana might have stayed up for Wandering Emperor or something there. That does raise some questions.
All kinds of connections.
It definitely raises some questions for what we want to do here. Because I can give this haste and they can both attack into there. So, like, I don't know if I should be overcommitting with the Goldspan Dragon. And then just try to get a Riveteer Charm off. I mean, we could also just kill that and attack the opponent for a bunch. I mean, I don't know. Alright, well. No gamble, no future, right? We'll give this thing haste. We'll attack this into the opponent. We'll send these two into Kaito. And then we'll just have some treasure and see what happens. Okay. We get drained for one, which feels like they have some other removal card here then. Because otherwise, I would assume you keep your 1/1 there for the turn when we start attacking direct. That's probably what I would do. But with them just having 4 mana, I guess they could have a depopulate. That would be sad. We wouldn't get to draw a card because we only have monocolor things in play. That could be it. Hey, James. Portable hole. Alright. I mean, our stuff... It's like... Yeah. I'm like... They're 3+. So almost like I'm not sure... I mean, you can take a treasure. I mean, I'll sack it. I'm not sure I want to do anything with it, but we have it. I mean, the opponent's still at 12. I mean, we can only attack for 8 right now and put them at 4. So we're still a ways off from doing something lethal. All right. I was like, they're definitely killing something. It's just what are they going to kill? Okay. Though, if you're going to kill something, wouldn't Reflection be better? Because that's probably worth more damage, right? Oh, I guess it wouldn't have been here. That would be that would have been pretty good. All right, then. And then we're going to just attack these and make a whole lot of treasure. I'm just wondering if there's a way I could have Chariot, make the treasure, make that active. Yeah, it still would have been the same amount of damage, but I would have had more cats. So that's a real thing. I probably should have done that. But, too late. I didn't. So, we just pass here. I think. I mean, we could play the Chariot. Nah, it's fine. End the turn. Okay, so there's a Doomscar. Sure. So I'm not sad I held on to that Chariot, let me tell you. Okay, let's see what we can do with this. Let's do this and this. I need red mana. Nope. Need green mana. Alright. And let's exile 3. Oh, that was not good. I am not sad we got those off the top of the library, let me tell you. Oh my. It was not great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we want to use all the treasure, this would use 7 of it to set us up, so sure. Let's play that. Let's play this. Let's play this. And pass. Alright. We at least now have a Den of the Bugbear we could do some work with. We have a Chariot that's trying to be active with an opponent at 8. I don't think we're going to be discarding anything here to our Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Okay. Does this thing have any other... It has lifelink, so that matters. Ooh, we drew another Chariot. Okay, I will actually get rid of 1 Chariot. I don't think we need that many of those. Kalane is fine, but doesn't really do anything at the moment. Alright. Resolve, do we get anything? Use those because we at least get treasure off of this guy. We'll just copy this. In the turn. Because I feel like they either just have it or they don't here. If they do, making another 2/2 wasn't going to really amount to anything. If they don't, we're still playing Magic. Or, well, Obscura. Okay, that's fine. Game 4, go to 6. You kill another thing. Alright, that's going to be annoying. Actually, I don't know. We still have our creature land, though. Is that enough? If they go to 6, block this, kill that, take 2, 4, take 3. They'd be at 3. I mean, unless we play chariots to make 2 things. Just trying to think of like how many ways we can do this and have it matter. Alright, so if we play chariot, make 2 cats, use the 2 new cats to crew this. They could block this, kill this, take 2. That's a thing. Actually, I kind of like that better, because then if they have something else next turn, we can try to do something with Den of the Bugbear. So, yeah. Alright. Is what it is. Let's go for it. Oh, they're saying GG's anyway. Keep the old one. Screw this one. And then we're going to attack. Copy that. Okay. That worked out. This hand's definitely keepable. You know, because we can play a turn 2 thing to kill something, follow with the Reckless Stormseeker. That gives us 3 turns to draw a land to play a chariot, so I don't hate this. Alright, well, you have an Innkeeper, and we drew apparently all the Dragon's Fires. Actually, it's not all. We drew 3 of them, though. So let's see if we can kill stuff with these Dragon's Fires. Man, I ain't gonna lie. I kind of want to see what's gonna happen with an Accomplished Alchemist, because that card sucks. And the fact that somebody's even playing it is kind of awesome. You know what? I'm gonna kill this just because. Because if you're needing to gain life to make mana, then cool. I'm just going to force you to do it. I really want to get the 1-2 combo on back-to-back turns, but I don't have a land in hand, so we're going to go with this. If I had a land, I would have probably changed my mind and tried to Stormseeker into a chariot. Revitalize. All right, so you gain 3. So now you can make 3 mana. You have 5. All right, this is cool. I can appreciate that. Yeah, I ain't even mad at you. That's cool as hell. Like, that's pretty damn cool. Hey, I don't know if it's any good, but that was cool. Okay, what do we do here? We need double red mana or a way to produce a treasure. I mean, we can attack and produce a treasure. So, I mean, I guess we could use that to kill the alchemist, because that's really going to get out of hand if we don't. I guess we got to get rid of the Stormseeker. Man, at this point, do we get rid of Zeotora? That's going to make me real sad, but it's probably the correct thing to do. We'll have to draw another. All right, well, I guess this is good news. We don't have to use all of our treasure to do what we want to do. Though, actually, what I'm doing, if I'd have kept Zeotor, I could have just shot that. Gosh dang it, I forgot. These could have done more. I'm an idiot. Oh well, is what it is. We're already in now. We already done did it. That was just dumb play. Alright, well, either way, let's shoot this. Sack this. Hopefully they don't have a way to protect it. Alright. Let's do it to it. Let's see what we got. I mean, they're at the point now, though, they're going to start being able to make a lot of tokens, you know, by these Halo fountains, which is pretty wild. Okay, Saga flips. Man, now I'm going to be wishing I would have held on to that Zeotora. But attacking we go. In the turn. I kind of like what they're doing here, though. You get to untap a thing, reuse it. I think the problem is they're just not using super powerful cards. That's not true. Getting the mana and stuff was actually pretty slick. I like that part. I don't know how much I like Traveling Minister in this build. I haven't seen the rest of it, obviously, though, so I can't really judge it fairly. But I do like the green creature they were playing. I like where they're going with that. That's pretty cool. That's the quirky stuff you hope to see. You know what I mean? Yeah, so now you get to pump that. You get to... Well, you can attack, and then during the attack step... Okay, just gonna do that to make one. Alright. That gains you some life. I mean, I like the little combo-y stuff here. Really makes me wonder if I need to work on a version of this that's a little different. I like, though, the Minister. I kind of like what's happening. Because you can, like, instant speed, give some stuff a few abilities, gain some life. So, like, it's kind of cool. Uh-oh. They have some mana they want to use? No? Alrighty then. Let's shoot the Minister. We will copy the Chariot. Or actually, first we'll crew the Chariot. And then we'll just copy the Chariot. Oh, we can't copy the Chariot because it's a damn legendary creature. Alright, we'll copy this dude then. And if they just want to block our Chariot, so be it. Oh, they said no. They're like, whatever. We don't care. In the turn. And we're going to pass, because we can just cycle this and get a card. Okay, they gave up. We go first. Yeah, okay. Sure. Do something with Chariot and Omnixilis, maybe? That could work. Well, we found some land, so we're slowly progressing the plan. Though we do need another black land if we want to play Chariot on 3, unless we just want to straight up Omnixilis by itself, which could still be worth it, I suppose, depending on the game state. All right, come on, black land. That is not a black land. So now we're kind of stuck making a choice. I can't imagine, though, that waiting around for the black land is that we have a lot of options to get to it. I think it's still better to do this. And if they just, in 2 turns, meat hook, they meat hook. Whatevs. Okay, so we're going power word kill. So they're playing some spot removal here. Because they wouldn't just waste that on an innkeeper if they didn't have a plan for the Chariot. At least I wouldn't think so. So I'm going to assume they have some other removal card, possibly like Vanishing Verses and whatnot. I still would straight up take a black land here, though. Yeah, for sure. All right. Now we could risk them killing the Chariot, which might be the right thing to do. Let's actually talk it out, right? Because it could be the right thing to do. Make them spend a card to kill that. We play Omnixilis. We get rid of one of these cats. We make a second Ob anyway. And then we just start dinging the opponent, right? That's possible. Or we attack with just cats, see what the opponent does. I don't know. I think we just make them use the removal card, because if we don't, they may have something else they might try to use on Ob Nixilis or whatever. So let's not give them any information and just say, hey, you got a kill card. We know you got a kill card. Just get rid of it. Yep. Like I said, we knew it was a thing, so no surprise. We're going to go ahead and cast Ob. We're going to use the casualty. We're going to get rid of one of these cats. We're going to ping. You know what? What if we just ping the opponent? Not even make anything. Let's just say cool.
By coin or carnage, tribute is owed.
Mostly because we have ways to protect our stuff with the voltage surge, so whatever.
Plead for mercy.
All right. Oh, well, this is silly. Unfortunately, we can't do that. Your tokens aren't legendary, but this is definitely a legendary, so we can't do that the way we want to. Yeah, all right. Let's attack for 2 and see what the hell happens. Nothing? All right. Here we come with just doubling up on the obs. Or Mob Nixilis, if you will. Since we're in Capenna.
Go ahead. Plead for
Okay,
mercy.
that works for us. We will just end the turn. You have a Wandering Emperor.
Run away.
Which we can completely eliminate all this silliness. So we'll just shoot that for 2. And I don't even know if yeah, we'll just do this. So you don't have a chance to make a body or anything.
See you later.
And then we'll just do work with this cat and 2 demons. Which I'm sure somewhere that's like a ritual thing. But there you go. Opponent gives up. Yeah, so as it turns out, the changes were really good. And we actually did fantastically well after, I think I don't know, maybe went 4-0 or 4-1, something like that, after making the changes. Whereas we were like 50-50 with the other one and more awkward draws. Like, even the games we lost were kind of close, but we were losing them just to, like I said, awkward draws, not having enough things to do with the mana, you know, whatever. This newer version just felt like it had more ways to close the clock, and I think that's just important when you're playing this type of deck. So yeah, overall, very good. If you're looking to play Jund/Riveteers, check out this list. And there's not a ton of new cards, however, it does have 3 Ob Nixilis, and that's going to be a real pain. But it is what it is. The cards are super fantastic. I would be a little bit leery because if there is something that's on the verge of getting banned, it would be that. But I don't know that it is, honestly. But I'm saying it's probably the closest of what we have. So just kind of keep that in mind. But otherwise, it played very well, and this was a lot of fun if you're looking for something to play in Jund colors. Now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Destructive Flow. Yeah, if you want your if you want your friends to hate you, if you want your friends to hate you in a commander game, this is the type of card you should be playing. Like, imagine if this thing was legal in standard right now, it would go bananas. We're all playing so many non-basic lands. But yeah, just during each player's upkeep. That's it. They lose a non-basic land. It's one of the simplest cards, but super annoying. And the funny thing about this is you could build around this in your commander deck with a lot more basics or mana rocks or whatever compared to what other people have. And then you kind of become public enemy number 1, or at least have an enchantment they want to get rid of. So if you like griefing your friends, check out Destructive Flow. Now, as always, you will be able to get today's deck list down in the description below, along with links to our Facebook gaming page, our Twitch streams, and our Discords, which you should come by, especially right now with the set being new. If you want to get deck help and everything else, our Discord and our live streams are the best way to come ask questions and get all the help you want. Matter of fact, the whole Dragon Brood pitches in and helps you out when you're in the Discord, so you should come do that. Also, if you haven't seen it yet, there's a join button. What that button's for is for 99 cents you could support the channel and be part of everything. Actually, I send out questionnaires when people, try to get your feel of the room for whenever you want to contribute to the content. You can also get your stuff featured on here. And I've been trying to do about 1 extra video a month for our mid-tier players or followers that you wouldn't see anywhere else. It's exclusive to them. So anyway, check it out. Like, subscribe, share. You know how that goes. And that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.